Employment rate, proposed 100 peso wage hike at ang updates sa kalap, ating tatalakayin kasama si Joey Concepcion, Negosyo, founder at private sector lead for jobs. Sir Joey, magandang tanghali po at welcome again sa sa Bagong Pilipinas ngayon.
Good morning, Yusek.
Yes, Sir Joey. Good afternoon, Sir Joey. Una po sa lahat, ano pong masasabi nyo sa unemployment rate sa ating bansa? Mukhang may good news po tayo dahil record high po, 96.9 po ang ating unemployment rate na naitala ng PSA nitong December 2023. At saan po ba natin pwedeng mai-attribute po itong ganitong good news po, Sir Joey?
Well, importante kasi is for our economy to really remain vibrant, yung mga negosyantes natin should be very optimistic and continue to invest, no? And job generation is key, no? That is what we want to achieve, and I'm part of the Private Sector Advisory Council on jobs, no? The group that helps the president, no? And yun ang pinag-uusapan parati namin dito sa mga recommendations namin kay President Marcos, no? And the more jobs that are created, the better it is for our Filipino people, because as the demand for more jobs is there, that means more people will be employed, no? And over time, if that continues to increase, syempre there will be some shortages, no, in positions. Kasi agawan yan sa mga magaling na job seekers, no. That's what we want to see, and ultimately wages will also follow, no. So and under the administration of President Marcos, with all his efforts together with his cabinet in luring foreign investors to come to the country, is very important, because as we establish more negosyos, then jobs will be created, no? So that is what we want to see, and what we want to happen ideally at a faster pace, but you know, these things take time. But that's good news.
Alright, so sinasabi nyo nga po na kailangan talagang mapataas itong mga foreign direct investments ng bansa para sa pagbibigay nga po ng mga dekalidad na trabaho. May feedback lang po tayo, no, mula kay Sir Joey. Andyan pa rin po ba siya? Tatanungin rin natin siya, partner, tungkol doon sa, sabi nga niya, no, parang sinasabi niya na mas importante na magbigay ng trabaho sa ating mga kababayan. Yes. Job generation.
Tama yung partner, kasi nakita natin. Okay.
Alright.
Po, Sir Joey.
Sir Joey?
Nina?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, you were talking about the foreign direct investment sa bansa para po sa pagbibigay ng dekalidad na trabaho at mas maraming trabaho para sa mga Pilipino. Okay, alright. Ito po ba ay nakikita na natin sa ngayon, kasi we see a lot of talk, but is it really happening?
No, definitely it is happening. You can see that our economy is really starting to bounce back. Yung commodity prices na dating last year na masyadong tinaas, ngayon talagang bumagsak na, at mas maganda yung kita ng mga negosyante ngayon, no? So now we're more bullish. We are expanding. Many companies are expanding, growing. Nakikita natin yung mga large corporations natin are really very optimistic about the future of the Philippines. Siyempre, they stand to benefit, no, with a more positive outlook for the Philippines, no. And nakita natin as consumption increases, siyempre the negosyantes will make more money and expand their businesses. So that is good, no? And marami tayong kalaban dito sa ASEAN, no? I mean, Thailand, Malaysia, Myanmar, Cambodia, Vietnam. These are all our ASEAN neighbors, no? And we compete for that same market. And there are areas that we have to improve, like in agriculture. That is one challenge that we still face, creating greater scale, and the private sector is pretty active in trying to see what we can do with what we call our Big Brother approach. No? So I know that there is a pending wage increase of about 100 pesos. No? So I have my reservations about the 100 peso wage increase
Sir Joey?
of what we see today. No?
All right. Sir Joey, can you repeat what you just said? Naputol po kayo, na mute niyo po ata. You said you have reservations about the 100 peso wage hike?
Yes, to some extent, no? Because if you look at the past leadership, no, from the time of PGMA, President Aquino and President Duterte, most of the wages were gradually increased over time, no? 15 pesos, 20 pesos, 25 pesos, 30 pesos. So nobody during their term had an immediate increase of 100 pesos, no? So not everybody can afford a 100 peso wage increase, no? Maybe larger corporations can, those who are doing well, but there are many also that are still not doing well, no? Our micro entrepreneurs, they, I guess, will be exempted from that wage increase. But what about the medium-sized negociantes, no? That they will be affected. So I think we should remain focused on creating more jobs for our people. Hopefully, some of our people will start to upskill and reskill themselves, because the more skill you have, you can move up to the ladder and be promoted, no, to higher positions, which will give you higher pay. So we really have to reskill, upskill our employees so they can have a better pay down the road. No? The less skill that you have, of course, you will receive a lower wage. No? That's a fact of life. No? So, and that is our goal, no, in the PISAC jobs, is to try to find a way how to upskill, reskill our employees, no, so that they can all receive a better wage. No?
Okay, sir, what are the other effects pagka nagkaroon po tayo ng 100 peso wage hike? Aside from mahihirapan po yung ating mga, SMEs, which comprise 98-99% dito po sa mga apektado ng wage hike na ito, ano po ang maaaring maging resulta nito para po sa, let's say, sa goods, sa inflation, sa trabaho ng ating mga kababayan?
Well, aside from the foundation of economic freedom, is FEM matilinong ekonomista, they're warning against that wage. Even NEDA is not for it. No? Kami naman dito, I mean, large corporations who are doing well, I mean, if it is enforced, we will follow it. No? But what we worry more are for those who are barely making it. No? Coming from the pandemic, a year ago, and coming back now to we call an acceleration in the Philippine economy, let's not break the momentum. No, I'm not against wage increase. I think we want to uplift the lives of our people. No, they cannot live. Yes, bulk of our people are at the poverty level, and yung goal namin, especially sa Negosyo, is to really help them move up in life. Yan ang importante. Now, do we implement a 100 peso wage increase at one go, or do we plan that over time? No? Para hindi naman masakit yan sa mga negosyante na bumabangon lang. Yung bumangon na at maganda ang negosyo na, they have CBAs. So we all have CBAs, collective bargaining agreements. And definitely, the are well negotiated. So, yes, large corporations can better afford that, but remember, what about our medium-sized or small to medium-sized entrepreneurs, which are bulk? They constitute a greater majority of the negociantes in these countries or the entrepreneurs in this country. No? So we want them to to scale up as well. Our micro to become small, and small to become medium. So they have to be competitive as well. No? So I to some extent, I also sympathize with our senators. No? We really want a better life for our people. And ultimately, that's our goal. No? We want to see a better life. And as wages do increase, of course, consumption spending will increase as well. And that will help the economy. No? But what we should do is not implement 100 pesos at one go. Let's try to spread that over a period.
Okay. Sir Joey, may just go back quickly dun sa issue natin ng employment and job generation. Kasi the numbers are good, but the issue on sustainability also arises. Based on the data of DSA, number one talaga sa job, lumaking numbers po ng jobs na na-generate natin last year is sa construction po. So, alam naman natin seasonal po ito, hindi po siya yung as sustainable as the other jobs that we have in the market. So the question on quality versus quantity again arises. How do we make this sustainable, Sir Joey?
Well, there's no other way but to upskill our people. No? People have to, like all of us, even me as a CEO, I have to keep myself abreast of what's the latest and study and research and learn what's the latest trend out there. And that's the same thing with our workers. If they want to move up and be promoted, they have to upskill themselves. And this is where we in the private sector are trying to put more focus. I mean, definitely there's a lot of opportunities for many Filipinos. And this is where I believe
agri program.
We even should start from senior high, and that's what VP Sara is trying to do. Senior high is very important, so that basic education is given, quality education, and then as they move on, they get training from companies that they join, and further, I mean, hopefully that they absorb and they work hard and they eventually get promoted. So, yes, to me, wage increase, of course, that is important. I'm not saying there should not be a wage increase. But let us moderate it. Let us plan and scale. Do it at one go because it will affect a lot of businesses, especially right now that we can see, nakikita natin yung momentum. Talagang, it's moving. You can feel it. You can see consumers spending. So, and we want them to continue to spend. So, if we want them to continue to spend, of course, we want them to earn more money. But we cannot force the employer to, okay, you have to pay this much, and he can't afford it. So then eventually he will have to lay off certain people. So we have to do it on a very planned way. So. And I'm optimistic under this administration, the amount of time that the president has been spending in going overseas, campaigning for foreign investments, and even, nakikita natin, yung mga large corporations, sila Ramon Ang, MVP, and all the others, are all expanding. They're all taking risks at this point in time because we all want to see our economy grow. If our economy does not grow, where will you get, how can you hire more people? How can you pay people better when the economy is not growing that well? So we have to have a great economy to be able to afford wage increases.
All right, sir. Doon sa sinabi niyo po na kung pwede staggered na lang yung wage hike at hindi naman po kayo against dito, Siyempre lahat tayo gustong tumaas ang sweldo. Mga magkano po kung sa tingin niyo ay if not in one go, how much should be the increase in the beginning?
I leave it up to the experts there. I mean, right now the proposal is to implement a 100 peso wage increase. Now, if that can be staggered over time, then maybe let the discussion continue on that basis. And let's also see how businesses can live with that. And of course. My only request is let's not he did that, okay, 100 pesos, one go, mahirapan yung mga negosyantes. But if it's planned over time, then I think it's manageable, no? And hopefully to grow, no?
Okay, Sir Joey, sa ibang usapin naman po tayo, kamusta na po ang Kalap Agri program sa ngayon? Ano-ano na po ang mga programa ang naumpisahan na mula dito?
Well, ang ginawa namin, as si former Secretary William Darang ang advisor dito sa Negosyo, we are able to assemble close to about 40 of mga agri-big brothers. And when we started this last year, we are now getting more traction. On April, sometime middle of April, we will be sending a delegation to Malaysia. No? That will be the first exchange, no, of know-how. So we expect about siguro 50 to 20 of our top agri companies to join that invitation by the ASEAN back from Malaysia. And yung former minister nila John, Minister Mustafa, is taking the lead there. So little by little, it's taking some traction. Siyempre, you're going to now bring both sides, no? The top agri companies in the Philippines. So we will see what happens. They will visit the rubber plantations, etc. And eventually, the Malaysians can come here. So the idea is to do this with the rest of the ASEAN countries, no? But the most aggressive right now is Malaysia, and hopefully Thailand will follow suit, no?
Sir, ano naman po ang mga dapat pang abangan ng mga maliliit na magsasaka mula po dito sa Kapatid Angat Lahat na programa?
Well, agriculture is one of the most challenging sectors, and the challenge here is really creating scale for our farmers. No? At nakikita natin, yung mga malaking agriculture companies, katulad ng San Miguel, yung PLDT, they're going into many areas, milk, etc. Sila Tennyson Chen and Bounty Fresh, they have scale. Now, either the small farmers work with cooperatives, and not all cooperatives are the same. Importante dyan ang leadership. So some cooperatives, okay, they grow, but some cooperatives fail. Now, the other alternative is this small farm, the big brothers, and some are already joining them, no? Katulad si Winston Uy dito he's one of the largest tobacco down in Ilocos, no? So that is what he is doing. So that model of the big brother approach, to me, will work now. So now, how do we expand this? Many of these big agri companies are looking to lease land from the government, no? And bring in farmers and mentor them as either as partners, no? Magiging contract grower, or they can be independent and just sell their produce to the bigger brothers. No? So maraming modelo dito. The whole idea is to put these small farmers to come together so that they can have economies of scale. No? And it's not easy, no, to do this. It's how many generations already? But that's the only way. Why are these big brothers successful? Because they have scale. They're thousands of hectares that they do, either in banana, in rice, tobacco, etc. No? So the president knows that, I mean, the Secretary of Agriculture knows that, and we're all working towards that direction. How quick we can do it, it all depends. No? And hopefully Secretary Conrad Estrella will be able to, they're able to siguro now go through the titling process of those lands that belong to the government, and eventually that can be offered to the big brothers and other farmers to lease the land, no, so that we can make this more productive. But importante, It's very hard to compete with 3 hectares and yung kalaban mo, hundreds of hectares. No? So you won't have scale. So most successful countries, Cambodia, Thailand, Myanmar, Vietnam, they have scale. And of course, they have a natural water flow, which is the Mekong River.
Alright. Maraming salamat po sa inyong oras, Sir Joey Concepcion, Negosyo founder at private sector lead for jobs.
Salamat rin. Thank you.